Alright guys, what's up? I'm back with episode 3 for The Monster Inside. Okay, so I checked the chapters for the game, and there are 3 left. 3 left, so what I'll do is, in this episode, I'll finish all 3. This will be the last episode, the ending. This game was actually pretty short. I thought it would last a couple episodes, but the game was good it's been good nonetheless so far. So, yeah, hope you guys are enjoying, and let's get into it. Where the fuck is that from? I honestly don't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently, I spent the night in my easy chair. The air from the docks lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire day? Probably. A newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch it, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I could already read the headline. Breaking. Mayor missing. Wife found dead. 2 cases is a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. The cops would come asking questions soon. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. I couldn't take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I'm sorry, Lily, but I don't have time to talk. I have to go. I've just been busy. I'm off to Mrs. Vanetti's crime scene. I'll keep it calm and I'll go with the second option. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek as I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Alright. One more chapter to go. The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vanetti and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than the last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Alright. 1, 2, that's it, right? It's always just two sections of the scene to investigate. Vanetti's car. If he's still alive, why wouldn't he have left in his car? It didn't make any sense. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high, and my bet was edging towards the unthinkable. Alright. Check the dumpster. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wants to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what to look for. Lightweight bags usually means someone is dumping documents. If you were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot. Shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vanetti was crooked, but this was unbelievable. And there was more. Letters between Mayor Vanetti and Chief Amato, talking about me. How they were trying to get me shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this one. As I searched around for anything that might assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with undulating pleasure. It was intoxicating, a weapon used on the weak-willed, a weapon I knew all too well, though it had been many years since I had used it. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? Quick turn in the story. It wasn't possible, was it? I was taking my inhibitors. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses. I couldn't even trust myself. It looks like those pills are messing with your mind. I started walking back out the alley when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Not just any watch though. My watch. Oh, what? How long had my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down the alley. I checked the time just before I left the office, hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. Those pills are messing with his mind, I'm telling you. I couldn't be sure of anything, so I ran. Final chapter. See what happens. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops would probably show up any minute to knock the door down and cart me away. They would put it together before long. Maybe it would be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. But Lily was still there waiting for me. Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost. Came back to haunt me from the past. You're not making any sense, Jack. Come sit down. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came to my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress. Odd that I hadn't really noticed before, but made her seem out of place, out of time. And it was frayed around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you. You are the monster. Succubus. Oh, what the... Oh, Jack, we are one and the same, you and I. We are both monsters. I'm simply more honest with myself. There's no such thing as reformation. Those pills you take only make you dull. Oh, what the heck? Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures as you have incubus. Oh, what? So she was the one that did it. Those men were probably dead too. Those men were probably dead too, now I figured. She probably took them to her lair and harvested their seed. So you've done all this just to wake me up? You could say that. Though it seemed enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believed you were still capable of such horrors, which means deep down you probably are. You can't escape it. Now I need you to complete the deed. You took my watch and messed with my head. Oh, don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone, and now they are gone. I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. She was right about one thing. I was dull, weak, compared to her. If I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I've never met a succubus who seduces and kills women. Oh please, it's such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasures of the flesh. But I do still need an incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed I've harvested from those awful men and plant it among the fertile masses for me. So she wants him to do her work. I'm tired of draining my lovers just to survive. I'm ready to settle down and start a family. That maniacal laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure she was looking in my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. Whoa, that just disappeared. With a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bedsheet off of the corner mirror. Lily was blinded by her own reflection and sucked into the mirror with a painful monster scream. Trapped. Shielding my own eyes, I pulled a revolver from my desk side drawer, aimed it at the mirror, and fired. Whoa. Wow. That was a crazy ending. Lily was the one that did it, and she wanted him to do her dirty work. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm surprised that was the ending. I thought it would end in like you know, how do I say it? I thought it would end in a way where he finds out who did it, he informs her, and then that's it. But damn, that was a huge twist. She was the one that did it, and then she wanted him to do dirty work for her. And apparently the mirror that affected him in the beginning of the story was the thing that helped him at the end. Wow. Alright, well, that's been The Monster Inside. I hope you guys enjoyed all 3 episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow's the stream. I might do WWE 2K17 because I might get the season pass tomorrow and then start a live stream playing everything that's included in the season pass. I might do that. We'll see. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Monster Insider. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the stream. Bye.